IFP President Velenkosini Hlabisa says as South Africans commemorate Freedom Day, his party understands the plight of the majority. He says many people are unemployed, experiencing load shedding and high levels of crime. Our politics reporter Ziyanda Ngcobo caught up with Hlabisa on the sidelines of the Democratic Union of Africa conference, which invited the President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Dado, as its keynote speaker.
Certainly an interesting address by the Ghanaian President, that's Nana Akufo-Dado, who basically also reflected on the importance of having democracies on the continent, that this continent also cannot rely on export commodities, raw materials being exported, and that with the continent having 60% of young people, that the structural transformation of economies needs to take place, otherwise we'll continue seeing young people from Africa moving and trying to go to other European or other countries trying to seek greener pastures. Very interesting to note that whilst the Ghanaian president was on stage, that the IMF has also downgraded the country's economy at 0%, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a very interesting thing, because he was speaking about the Ghanaian slogan that Ghana, a better Ghana without reliance on foreign aid. And yet his own country has been trying to get aid from the International Monetary Fund. But also at the same time, we heard from IFP President Velenkosini Hlabisa, who handed over a gift to the Ghanaian president, but also making a few remarks as South Africa commemorates Freedom Day. And it's important because he has mentioned how the majority of South Africans remain on the sidelines, on the outskirts of this country's economy. But let's bring in Mr. Hlabisa to talk more about how South Africans should be commemorating Freedom Day.
Thank you very much, my sister. I want to greet all the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. Today, the whole of South Africa is celebrating the Freedom Day as we mark 29 years of freedom since 1994. On behalf of the IFP and also on behalf of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, a freedom fighter on his own right, we want to wish people of South Africa a happy Freedom Day. It is true, we are all free politically because we all have an equal right to vote in and vote out the government of the day. But the truth, as it is all known, the majority of our people are becoming poorer and poorer every day, while the only minority is becoming richer and richer every day. The majority of the people of South Africa, they somehow do not see a big value of celebrating freedom because unemployment, crime, load shedding, inflation is putting all the majority of our people under difficult circumstances on daily basis. We want to assure the people of South Africa, despite these difficulties, they must not lose hope nor despair. They have power in their hand, which is the right to vote. Next year, we will be having elections where the people of South Africa must make a decision to remove a government that has put them under this crime, load shedding, and unemployment, with a government that will come up with solutions to crime, load shedding, unemployment, and create stability, as well as institute consequence management to all people who were implicated by the Zondo Commission, as we saw them, the report of the State Capture Commission, which demonstrated clearly how corruption robbed South Africans the money that would have built them decent houses, upgraded their roads into decent roads, not with potholes, and also create job opportunities for millions especially of our youth and the graduates who are sitting at home with no opportunities of getting jobs very soon.